What is going on, everyone? It is Tal, and I'm bringing you my Week 2 battle versus Team Size Me Up. Now, a little disappointed in last week. We are 0-1 here with a -3 differential, but a lot of leagues I start 0-1 and I'm able to bounce back. So here we are, we're facing Size Me Up, and very interesting team here. They do have 3 dark types and 2 ground types, so a little bit of like the same mons, but they all kind of fit different purposes. 2 really strong Terra captains in Terra Comfy and Dondozo that fill either a really fast option or a very slow but bulky option. So those are 2 to look out for. A Minior that can do Shell Smash shenanigans. Tinglu and Sandy Shocks can both set up spikes or stealth rock and be a little annoying. Mew can really do it all, so it's kind of impossible to prep for that mon. And then we have the Amoonguss, which I'm expecting a Rocky Helmet Amoonguss here if it does come, but that mon is just kind of a pain for a team to deal with. King Gambit also could be a little bit of a pain for a Victini and for our SLOWKIng, as well as stuff like our Titan or even the Aromatisse. So just a little bit of a pain to deal with all those. And then the Rotom Heat, which I could definitely see coming because we don't have a great answer in it. We don't have a rock type, don't have a rocker, so is kind of free to come here. And the Mega Absol also can do some good damage into our team. So going into this week, I had a few ideas of what to do, but after some mocks and some prep, I did definitely switch around some stuff. There were a couple mons I really thought were going to come, and then I did mocks, and then they just weren't very good, so changed some stuff around there. But just starting off the team here, we got Mega Lot Bunny with enough speed to outspeed a max speed Sandy Shocks. We're going to run U-turn, close combat, triple axle, and return. This is going to be our dedicated lead here. Very good lead into if he leads the Tinglu or the Sandy Shocks to get a triple axle or a close combat off. Return is just for general damage into basically everything like the Comfy, like the Rotom, if we don't want to lower our defenses with close combat. And yeah, triple axle is there for the Amoonguss, for the Tinglu, and for the Sandy Shocks, as well as the Minior, which could definitely come. I think Lot Bunny is going to be very big for this week. If he does lead with the Amoonguss, as much as I'd love the triple axle, I would be clicking U-turn, because as much triple axle could do a lot of damage, but also we'd lose half our health to a Rocky Helmet. And the only mons I could see running Rocky Helmet this week are the Amoonguss and maybe the Dondozo, but even that I'm not 100% sure that he would bring something like that. But yeah, gonna be a really big mon this week. I don't really expect a lot of Scarfers. If he does bring a Scarfer, it would be Mew, but could also run something like a Dragon Dance set, so gotta be wary of all of those. But Lot Bunny is still gonna be kind of a revenge killer, get some big damage onto everything, may not clean up, but maybe something that's gonna get the big chip on everything for other mons to clean up. Second mon we are bringing this week is Terra Dragon Blastoise, running a really bulky set this week. We have enough speed to outspeed, I believe, no speed investment Rotom, rapid spin to get rid of hazards set up by the Sandy Shocks or the Tinglu or even the King Gambit if he wants to. He can also set up stuff with the Mew, but I don't expect that as much. Flip turn for momentum. We have Scald for just general damage into stuff and to burn into things like King Gambit and into the Rotom. And then we have Haze because he could have some setup sweepers in the Comfy, in the King Gambit, in the Dondozo. So this kind of is just like a soft check to those things. Bring it in, take a hit, and then haze them up. So Blastoise is going to be very big defensively here if he does want a hazard stack or whatnot. We are running the leftovers just to get some chip health back, just because I feel that I could run boots here, but I really want to be alive for as long as possible, and I feel like a lot of the times people are going to want to switch out on the Blastoise. He could bring a Mirror Herb set on something like the Sandy Shocks, like the Mew. I wouldn't be surprised if Mew is Mirror Herb as well as like a Dragon Dance. That wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, just had to be wary of that. So yeah, Blastoise is going to be really big in this matchup. Coming up next is going to be another Assault Vest Tangrowth, except this time a lot more specially defensive, a lot of attack investment as well. We are running Focus Blast plus 3 physical attacks. Focus Blast, if they are max HP, and we have no special attack investment, will knock out the King Gambit, which is huge. Knockoff is just good for getting items off of the Amoonguss, especially, but also mons like the Mew, like the Rotom, like the Minior and Ting Lu. So those are things we're going to have to be keeping a close eye on. Power Whip is for that Ting Lu, for that Sandy Shocks, as well as the Dondozo pre-terastallization, and Rock Slide is specifically for that Rotom, as well as he has some crazy Terra like fire set on that Comfy. So gonna be really big this week. I could catch him off guard with the Focus Blast because he may think it's a safe switch in, because our only physical move would be like Brick Break, which, you know, would still be scary, but I'd rather run the Focus Blast here and just get as a big hit off, hopefully hitting. But we do have a good amount of answers into the King Gambit this week, so I'm not as worried for hitting a Focus Blast. And another answer will be the Victini. We're running a Substitute Encore set here, specifically for that King Gambit. If King Gambit comes in, we can sub on that Sucker Punch, could always Encore it, and then click a V-Create. Bolt Strike is for basically the Dondozo, but V-Create, Dondozo and Minior, but V-Create hits everything on this team really hard, and especially behind a sub, this team doesn't really want to deal with it. Scarf Victini looks really good on paper here, so bringing something that is a little bit unconventional in a bulkier set is very good. So we could definitely take some hits from that Sandy Shocks, from the Rotom, as well as the Dondozo. So this is going to be a very big, even super effective hits do not kill us, which is huge for us here, leftovers on the Victini, very bulky set. Next mon, I really didn't think I was going to bring this next mon. I actually was like pretty against bringing it because it looks terrible in this matchup, but we were going to Calm Mind Stored Power Focus Blast set here, and you may be thinking, he has a Ting Lu, a King Gambit, and a Mega Absol. Why would you bring a Calm Mind Stored Power? He has 3 dark types, and the answer to that is we do have Focus Blast, so we can catch one of them off guard. Ting Lu didn't come into any mocks, and to be honest, it doesn't look great here into a Tangrowth, into a Mega Lopunny, as well as some of our other threats like the Galvantula, like the Blastoise, and as well as the Titan. So I don't expect as much. Mega Absol could definitely come, but also it's very bad into the Mega Lopunny. So I don't expect it. If he brings any dark, it definitely will bring the Ting Lu and the the King Gambit, and we can Focus Blast those. This could also be a late game sweeper. We have 4 speed to outspeed the Amoonguss if it is just neutral speed, rest into defenses so that we can take some hits better. But yeah, this is a big check into the Dondozo. Even if it's unaware, a lot of Calm Minds plus Stored Power is going to do a ton of damage, even without our +4 or a +6 special attack even clocking in, just the pure damage from the Stored Power. So really need this mon this week, as much as I didn't want to bring it because of the Sandy Shocks. And it's also a really big check into the Comfy, even if it's like Terra Ground, Terra Blast isn't going to be doing a lot to us, and then if it's that, Tangrowth faces it pretty well. So yeah, and then the final one we were bringing this week is a very speedy, very offensively inclined Cyclizar. Enough speed again to outspeed a max speed Sandy Shocks, rest into HP, a little bit into defense, and then the rest into attack. We are knockoff for stuff like the Mew, for the Rotom, just getting, as well as the Amoonguss, just to chip stuff down. Temper Flare is for that Amoonguss, as well as the King Gambit. Dragon Tail is specifically for stuff like the Dondozo and the Terra Comfy, as well as the Mew, just to get them out of there. If they think that, oh, we're going to U-turn, I can get up a Curse or a Calm Mind or a Shell Smash, just a soft check into some of those mods, and then U-turn just for general pivot. So that is going to be the team for this week. Definitely looking for a better result than last week. Definitely, I mean, we're only bringing 1 different mon. Last week, of course, brought the Celesteela. This week we're bringing the Victini. Not really what I thought I was going to bring. Really thought I was going to bring the Aromatisse and the Celesteela. Even had a Titan set all mocked up, but these are just the mons that have been consistent for me in mocks, and I'd rather have some consistency than some weird stuff that isn't going to work as well. So yeah, that is going to be the team, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the battle. See you then. Okay, so we are in the battle right now, and they bring about what I'm expecting. They don't bring the Comfy, which is good. Do you bring the Sandy Shocks? I think my lead always here is the Lopunny, so that is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that is the Ting Lu. And I would just like to see how much we're doing to Ting Lu. I would just like to just close combat. I'm not gonna lie. Close combat's gonna do a ton. And I mean, I could triple axle here expecting the Amoonguss. But I think just damage is big. And to also know if it is a Rocky Helmet Amoonguss. So yeah, this is just what we're gonna do. We're gonna CC here immediately. So yeah, okay, and it is Terra Grass on the Dondozo. So this is gonna be Rocky Helmet. I can almost guarantee it. And it's not Rocky Helmet. That's huge. I'm just gonna triple axle here. No Rocky Helmet is huge. If we hit the triple axle here, Amoonguss is just dead. There's one. I think I need to hit all three. There's two. There's three. Amoonguss down. Huge. Mega Lopunny gets the first kill. Really needed that. No Rocky Helmet is crazy. But I will take that for sure. So yeah, not sure what he's gonna do here. Do you want to just run a Sandy Shocks calc? Sandy Shocks. I mean, we kill if it's offensive. If it's defensive, we don't kill. If it's offensive, if we're -1, he goes into Dondozo. I think here I just want to U-turn out into Cyclizar. And I think I will do that. So we're going to U-turn 12%. That doesn't look very defensive. Dondozo, U-turn. That's actually max defense. Wow. Okay, max defense. Yeah, that's literally max to do that little. Okay, so he could just go for Curse here. Yeah, he is. I'm gonna go into Cyclizar. He's gonna do this. I'm gonna expect leftovers. He is. So yeah, I'm just gonna Dragon Tail. He may just Curse again, but I just don't really want to deal with this thing at all. We can Dragon Tail and then U-turn. Getting Amoonguss out is huge. Amoonguss not having the Rocky Helmet is huge. So there's two very big things for this battle. Very happy to see that. I think he may just stay in here and Curse. That's what I would do if I was in his position. I would expect, I mean, I faced Rest, Sleep Talk, Curse, Wave Crash, which was pretty good into me. He is Terra Grass, which is also really good to know, which means that he goes for Body Press. Wow, we barely lived that. That is crazy. Goes into Sandy Shocks. That is perfect. We can learn here if it is a Scarf set. We are just going to U-turn out and immediately go into our Tangrowth. No thoughts. Just, yeah. This is huge. Go out into our Tangrowth here. I expect either a Spike or a Volt Switch. He does go for the Volt Switch. Just 13%. So let's see. Not Dondozo. Sandy Shocks. Offensive. And we are... Tangrowth Volt Switch did 12. It's looking like max Timid. Or something like that. It's around max Timid. So... could just be like max HP. U-turn did 17%, which means that it definitely has some HP investment, but it's max special attack, so or around that. So that's good to know. But yeah, definitely has a little bit. Goes into his Ting Lu here. Ting Lu. He could just start setting up stuff. Power Whip does a ton, so I would like to get a Power Whip off. 2 Power Whips could kill, also could not. I am going to go and just click Power Whip. He is going to Spike. Power Whip does 51. Is he leftovers? He is. Okay, so I would like to go here into my Blastoise so I can click Rapid Spin. He could go for a Ruination here, and I really don't mind. Rapid Spin is really, really nice for us here. And... He is getting chipped down, though, a little bit. Not much, but Ting Lu has a decent amount. He may just go into his... I mean, I could just straight up call him going into his King Gambit and go for a Focus Blast, but I don't think we have to. Cyclizar is at, like, no health, so I need to switch it in and out with Tangrowth. And, I mean, it's so weird that I even have Slowking here, but late game Slowking could be good. Really interested in this Mew set. Oh my god, I could have called it. That's so aggravating. That is so aggravating. I could have called it. If that's his switch, and next time I'm just going for Focus Blast. I would like the Rapid Spin here. I would also like the Scald. I think I'm just going to Scald, predicting the Swords Dance. If I can get a burn on something, really anything, it would be nice. So I'm fine leaving the Spike up for now just to try and get this burn. Not gonna do, I mean, he definitely can't kill us here. I know, I mean, we're so bulky. King Gambit, even if he's Black Glasses, he doesn't even do half. I think that's exactly what we calc for, is Adamant Black Glasses can do max 47.7, and after leftovers, we definitely will live. Scald, if he has no HP investment, will do 26, so, and we do get the burn, nice. That is huge. And I'm just going to click Haze here to get the least amount of damage, but also to kind of bait out the Dondozo to not spam Curse. Because Curse is such an issue, I want to turn off this timer. I don't want them to get timed out. Just because Curse is such a big issue, I do want to reveal it. It seems kind of weird, like, why would you want to reveal it? But I really, Katao does 26. He is burned. Burned. So he's, how did it do that much? What? Oh, one down. He's looking to be Black Glasses. I'm gonna Rapid Spin. Yeah, he's definitely Black Glasses, which, I mean, I kind of expected in this matchup. It was run last week with the Urshifu, even though I thought that it was a Scarf. It was Black Glasses. He's Leftovers, which is really nice on the Mew. We do outspeed here if he's not max, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, he could just Psychic here. I do want to go into Tangrowth, so I'm going to Flip Turn. Not max speed, good to know. We'll go into Tangrowth here, and I will just click Knockoff. Goes for Block. Wow. Block is crazy. We will just flip. Imprison? Whoa, Imprison Block? What is he cooking? I'm gonna go for Transform? That's crazy! That's so cool! That's so cool! That's crazy! That's crazy! Imprison Block Transform to make it so Tangrowth can't do, or one of our mods can't do it. That's crazy! Wow! That's not a set I ever would have thought about. That's so cool. I was gonna go for Knockoff. I just have to click Struggle. We can't switch. I'm trapped, so I mean, I just have to keep going. He knows our set now. Struggle. Oh, wow, this is, Focus Blast does that much. We're just gonna click Struggle. That's crazy. That's why, wait, can we switch out yet? No, we can't. That's crazy. That's, honestly, that's one of the coolest techs I've ever seen. So he's gonna pick up this kill with the Mew. He goes into Dondozo. This is fine, actually. We get the Struggle. Yeah, I mean, crazy series of events. So I have a few options. I kind of want to go into Cyclozar and just go back into Blastoise, because I don't really think he could do much. I could also, he's max, so I could go SLOWKING. I think I want to try and burn this thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go Cyclozar. And then I'm just going to U-turn. I mean, yeah, he's just gonna body press here most likely, which is fine. I do just want to, yeah, I can U-turn. I can go into SLOWKING first, actually, anticipating the body press. So I will do that. We'll go into SLOWKING. We'll go body press. Haven't seen the wave crash yet, so let's see how much a wave crash will do. If he's max defense, so he has no offensive investment. Waterfall and wave crash. I mean, he's doing like nothing. So yeah, I'm just gonna call Mind. If he wants to go into his King Gambit, that is fine. We will call Mind, and we will just Focus Blast. And I mean, he could Katao. He is burned, but shouldn't do more than like 40 something %. So, yeah, should be fine. Let me just say this. We're doing this battle a little bit early. So, Focus Blast is going to hit, and SLOWKING is going to get its first KO of the season, I believe. Don't think I got one. Yeah, we're actually doing this battle on the Friday, the day before week 1 is posted, actually. So, have to do this battle early. Very busy next week, so just had to get this down early. But Focus Blast finally hitting. In mocks, I literally could not hit one Focus Blast. So, yeah, really, really needed that. So, I mean, I'd expect the Ting Lu to come in here. Maybe the Sandy. If the... Okay. Mew does come in. I mean, so this is just a little annoying because I know this set now. So I think my thought process is just get as much damage as possible. So I think I'm going to go into Lot Bunny, and I will go into Lot Bunny here. It's a little bit weird. I mean, he could block and do that whole thing. He doesn't go for block, which is fine, but I am just going to U-turn. Should get some good damage off here. I'm not sure. I mean, it's probably max speed. It's not max speed, sorry. I know it's not max speed, but U-turn is going to do a decent amount. He's probably, like, very bulky Mew. He goes for Protect. Good to know. He doesn't get his leftovers up, though, so Mew. U-turn's going to do a lot, so I will just go for U-turn. If he's like max, does 45. I mean, that may just be max HP. It's looking like max HP, no defense investment. Could be a little bit. I will just go into the Cyclozar though, because U-turn is also nice here. He goes for Imprison. That is fine. We are going to go for the U-turn, just to, you know, try to chip it a little bit more. So, very good start to this game so far. I mean, the Mew set only works once, basically. Once I know about it, then it's not as big of a deal, especially because I think now we can go for a Calm Mind here with the SLOWKING. He could still go into his Sandy Shocks, or his Ting Lu, but I don't think he's doing enough damage with those. Ting Lu, I mean, Earthquake, if he has no attack investment, does about half, but I'm not, yeah, Focus Blast, I mean, Focus Blast isn't doing a lot. It's really not doing a lot. So if he does go Ting Lu, we probably will just go into our Lot Bunny or back into our Cyclozar. He goes Sandy. Okay, this is really interesting because I know he's max special attack. So Earth Power for +1 special defense is going to do 44 to 52. So I think I just want to Calm Mind again. And I think I will. He could Earth Power as much as he wants. Earth Power does 52, which is what I expected. So that's like a max roll. We will just slack off here. We gotta hope that he doesn't get a crit. Or a... I mean, it's basically a crit. Because, yeah, nothing else will knock us out. We're +2/+2 now. Let's put that in, +2 and +2. So max he could do now is 39. So a slack off, he could slack off probably twice, maybe 3 times, then get another Calm Mind up. Play this game a little bit. It's not going to be exactly the most lovable thing to watch. I mean, if I were him, I'd probably just go Ting Lu to try to wrap the SLOWKING up. But I think at this point we may actually be able to knock out the Ting Lu. Not 100% sure, but I think we're pretty close. We have no special attack or special defense investment, which means that all these multipliers aren't going to do as much as if we had some decent investment here, but I really needed the defense investment for that Ting Lu. He gets 34%. We will slack off that damage, and I will be clicking, I mean, I could Calm Mind again. 34, yeah. I will Calm Mind again. He goes into his Ting Lu, very nice. Our special attack will decrease, but so Ting Lu, a Focus Blast if we're +3/+3, will be doing 56 to 67 if he's max special attack. We go for the Focus Blast here every time. He does 49%. Focus Blast hits, does 58. Oh, so close. So close. He's just going to Earthquake here. Yeah, I think I just go into my Cyclozar and U-turn. Kind of sucks that I'm not going to be able to get the kill with Slowking. Definitely sucks, but yeah, we're just going to go into our Cyclozar. U-turn, he is max, if that wasn't obvious. He's max. Cyclozar with U-turn will do at least 17%. He's at 16. I'm free to U-turn here every single time. Yeah, so definitely a longer battle. I did assume it would be as well. Here's the Dondozo that comes in. I mean, I kind of want to just go Slowking, but I mean, this just sucks. I can't really. I need Slowking for the Dondozo is the issue. So what can I do for the Dondozo right now? I mean, I probably just need to go this and click Calm Mind. I will. Because now we have more health, which is good. So yeah, Dondozo is definitely a threat in Mox. This thing was such a pain in the butt. It is Terra Grass. He does know our full set though, which I mean is good for him. I'm just scrolling up. Yeah, he is Terra Grass on the Dondozo. He can't Terra any of the other Mons. So yeah, we are Terra Dragon on the Blastoise, haven't gotten to use it yet. I mean, Victini will be really good once this Dondozo's down. Or sorry, if this Dondozo Terras, I don't know why he's Terra Grass. I guess for the Galvantula. He doesn't go Tinglu here. We will get one Calm Mind up. And, I mean, I think with +1, we should be able to knock it out. Yeah, even if we're not +1, we knock it out. So, I mean, he's going to go for Earthquake. We're going to go for the Focus Blast. And we're going to pray that we hit. Earthquake does 51. Please hit. Ah! So, yeah, a little unfortunate. He could Earthquake us again. I think I'm going to go Blastoise here because he could set up a Spike. I mean, the switch is pretty obvious, but I can't risk it. I risked it exactly. So I risked it last week with the Celesteela, just trying to overpredict, and it just didn't work out, and I can't be doing that. So I'm just going to go into Blastoise here, take it safe, go for a Scald. Yeah, I overpredicted last week of the Celesteela, letting him Thunderbolt me with his Nidoking, and that basically was the game because I had no answers into his Nidoking and into his Urshifu, so I learned my lesson from that, and I don't want to overpredict. Yeah, every now and then, you know, I can do a good prediction, but if I'm overpredicting, that's not going to benefit me in the long run, so I think here a Scald is pretty safe. Even if we Scald, I mean, the Mew will die. Dondozo comes in, would love a burn here. Does 11%, no burn, but that's fine. Few different options. Could go into Cyclozar and knock off. Could also go into Slowking here and take the hit. I think I will just flip turn and go into my... I feel like Slowking just makes so much sense. So even if he does go for a water move, Slowking's my answer every time, and he does go for the Curse. So, I mean, I don't think he has Rest. I think I'm just going to switch back out in the Blastoise, to be honest, and just click Haze. Because, to be honest, I don't think you have Rest. If you're Rest, Sleep Talk, Body Press, then you get completely walled by this Slowking. Which is, maybe that's why he's... Well, no, then you would be Iron Defense. Maybe Dondozo doesn't get Iron Defense. I don't know. Does Dondozo get Iron Defense? Let me see real quick. I don't think it gets Iron Defense. Oh. Dondozo. He switches. He doesn't have... It doesn't get Iron Defense. So this is a... Okay, that's really good to know. So... His only attacking move is that he's Rest Sleep Talk. I can guarantee that he is Rest Sleep Talk. Goes for the Transform. We go for a Scald. Don't get it. He could just Flip Turn here, which is fine. He sees our set. I'm just going to Scald again because yeah, same speed. I don't want to risk a burn on anything. It's not worth it for me. I just want to spam Scald. He goes into his Dondozo. We go for Scald here and no burn. Fine by me. We go for the Flip Turn. I would like to get a knockoff off, but I can't really do that until He's like asleep. Yeah, but I know he's rest sleep talk. So he's gonna go for curse here. Fine by me. I think I just click focus blast. Actually, I think I can calm mind. I will calm mind. Because he goes into Sandy. Okay, good to know. Sandy shocks. So we are +1. Max he can do is 52. I'm just going to Calm Mind. He's going to Earth Power. That is fine. We get our Calm Mind up. And now we will click Slack Off. And it's definitely a longer game, so I apologize about that. I'm going to slack off twice here, actually. Actually, I don't have to. I will. I will just in case. But, yeah, it's just this Dondozo. I mean, honestly, I probably actually shouldn't be risking this with SLOWKING. If I'm being honest here. I probably should just at some point just switch in my Victini. Because if I get crit, I'm, like, really in the gutter. Stored power here at +2/+2. We'll be doing... It almost kills. Actually, it does kill every time. Earth power, no crit. We'll click stored power here and knock out the Sandy shocks. So, big here. 2 kills for the SLOWKING. He does go into his Tinglu. I have to focus blast here because this thing is just such a pain in the butt. We'll just focus blast. If he earthquakes, it is fine. Even, please hit, please hit, please hit. SLOWKING! SLOWKING's huge! SLOWKING's huge here. SLOWKING cleans! SLOWKING cleans the game here. I mean, he's gonna transform, right? He has to. So, we're gonna go for stored power. He transforms. SLOWKING gets another kill. SLOWKING is my actual GOAT, and he's gonna go into Dondozo. And I mean, he could have Wave Crash still. He definitely could. But I'm just gonna slack off here because I think you just have Body Press. I think you only have Body Press. So, I mean, how much? Dondozo, you are unaware. Stored power doesn't do a ton. I am going to Calm Mind. He is going to curse. I mean, he could be Wave Crash. I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to go for stored power. Does 43. Body Press. He doesn't have Wave Crash. Gets up to 43. We are going to click stored power one more time. Hopefully it kills. And it does. The crit, I mean, didn't matter. We did see the roll. GG. We're going to be 1-1 with a +2 differential. Yeah, I'm SLOWKING. It's crazy because I wasn't actually going to bring SLOWKING. Because I thought it looked terrible into a Sandy Shocks, a Tinglu, a King Gambit. Everything it looked terrible into, but it just turned out that I needed it for the Dondozo, and I can guarantee this match that I would not have won this match if it wasn't for SLOWKING because of the Dondozo. So GG to Homeless Toe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week for week 3. See you guys then. Peace out, everybody.